It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jaylen Brown.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at point. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Paul in at the point. GA, we are right in the thick of the season. What's an overlooked challenge for these players right now?
Staying fresh. You have to take care of your body and your mind. That'll pay dividends in the stretch run.
Now here's Randall. To the middle. And Gobert gets to Randall. 3-on-3. Here's White. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
Paul against Holiday. Outside Edwards. McDaniels passes to Paul. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Good on the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside White. Back to Holiday. Tatum against Randall. Tatum with the screen on Edwards. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by White.
Boy, White doing a nice job that time, working around the defense and finding the open man.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Paul. Now here's Randall. A three ball. And it's White with the rebound. A bounce pass, Holiday. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And Tatum is really good at bouncing off the defense. Again, playing through contact and knocking down shots despite getting bumped and thumped on his way to the hoop.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. To the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert knows his strengths on offense and plays to him well.
For Boston, they've gotten their first three shots to go in for them to start off this game. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Oh, here's Edwards after Jaylen Brown's miss. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. It's a very good look and converts.
Boy, great take by Edwards, making the correct decision in the pick and roll there.
Here's Tatum. And he banks in the layup. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. first week of the new year. Here's a brand new look at the power rankings. Taking a look at Minnesota. They're still holding tough in that 5th position. Still trying to climb the ladder.
And you know, for Boston, they've proved the projections right. They are a dominant club, and they're going to be a tough out for anyone.
Outside Edwards. Ball is screen on White. Pass to McDaniels. Goes up to the stripe. Outside for Randall. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Double-digit boards, a regular occurrence for Gobert. Makes it easier to get those second-chance hoops, too.
McDaniels with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Pass to McDaniels. Edwards with it. 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Paul. McDaniels against Brown. Randall from outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. And what about the run this team is on? I mean, it's just incomprehensible. With all the ups and downs in the NBA, you have to be truly dominant to win 34 consecutive games.
I don't even know how you describe the winning streak this team is on. It's a combination of the talent this crew has, but the confidence and self-belief and togetherness, cohesiveness that these guys have. It's a special thing to behold.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
This is where McDaniels has put in a lot of work, catching and shooting with confidence.
Special K, we know the trade for Rudy Gobert took some time to click, but now it's looking like a great move.
Well, you know, figuring out how to play 2 bigs in this day and age with the way the game is played, pretty tricky, a slippery slope. And they stayed with it, to their credit, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And once they got it sorted out, Gobert was a force with his defense and his scoring out of the pick and roll. And I think one of the things undervalued in Gobert's improvement is the addition of Mike Conley. They've got a tremendous relationship, and I think Mike Conley's presence has been a real asset for Gobert as well.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Randall dishes to Gobert. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Gobert's got his 3rd basket of the night. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they put up this month. Number 1, the Celtics.
And really, the basketball IQ has just evolved. Just the way they move the ball and share it. They always find good looks.
Brown down low. Defended by Alexander Walker. White the pass to Tatum. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length clever positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, it sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. That one falls. Tatum's got 13.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Back to Alexander Walker. Outside Edwards. Pass to Paul. Gobert with a screen for Paul. Lets it go from deep. Outside for Randall. Here's Alexander Walker. Trains the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Porzingis. He has yet to score. Brown outside. Into the lane. Tries again. And White kicks to Holiday. And Tatum puts up a deep three. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. He's got 16.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
Now here's Paul. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. White down low. Edwards there. White dishes to Holiday. Tatum with the screen on Paul. Holiday the pass to Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Julius Randle picks one up.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
One drops. He ties it up.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Garza's checked in, and it's Clark in for Edwards. Now the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Boston making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Boston. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out.
And when you look at Boston, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
They do have the pieces in place for a title run, but the competition in the playoffs will be stiff.
Brown drives in, and it's good. 2 points.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Paul from the line. Al Horford with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Hauser misses. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Minnesota. They trail by 1. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
What a duel that was. Exciting all the way to the end. Really a shame someone had to walk away with an L.
I tell you, it's too bad one of them had to lose because I thought both teams were evenly matched in that game.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Randall. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Horford, no luck.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Bounce pass from Clark. 32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Paul with the 3. Horford with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Brown dishes to Horford. Pass to Hauser. Horford with the screen on Clark. Here's Hauser. 3-pointers off the mark. From downtown, trains it from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 2. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Timberwolves on top, up 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And yeah, how about this team also following up their shots? Getting those offensive boards, also a key for their success.
The league is attempting, Clark, to minimize flopping. Do you like the technical foul assessment for just that act?
Yeah, I do. I really do, because that way you can get it out of the game. These guys are as big, as strong as any athletes in the world. They shouldn't be falling down as much as they do trying to draw a foul.
On the court for the Celtics, Tatum and Horford man the post positions. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Tatum. He had 27 points last game. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Conley, good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Boston shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, it's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul. And the Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics. Minnesota with the ball. Clark inside. Guarded by Tatum. Stolen by Michael Conley. Here's McDaniels. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Celtics with the lead. Clark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. Now, I know that's three, but I wanted to give you three different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
Celtics leading by 3. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
It's always fun when you can get ahead of the play like McDaniels did there to finish off the break.
Now here's Horford. Hasn't made one yet. Tatum kicks to Horford. Back to Tatum. Inside, Tatum automatic.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done in shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one.
Alexander Walker passes to Clark. 6 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Lets it fly from 18. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Randall.
You know, it's encouraging to see Randall working on this shot. You can tell he wants to get better from there.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. All checked in for the Timberwolves. As we get a break in the action, let's take a peek at the leading defenses. Number 1, the Celtics. In the 3rd spot, the Timberwolves.
And we're getting to watch 2 of the NBA's great defensive teams. I mean, very difficult to score as they both contest every shot.
Clark against Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Julius Randle picks one up.
Boy, there is an understated, quiet physicality to Holiday's game. I mean, he's a guy that you don't want to mess with. He's strong and tough and persistent.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Boston?
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
You know, I love the fact, too, that they've been aggressive in penetrating the defense, attacking that paint, getting the ball inside. So far, their aggressiveness has ruled the day.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And Holiday kicks to Tatum. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Tatum's got the lead up to 5 now for Boston. Clark outside. Back to Paul. McDaniels passes to Alexander Walker. Paul dishes to McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. Randall with a screen for Clark. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Drew Holiday. Celtics leading by 5. Porzingis looking it over. Horford the pass to Pritchard. Releases. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whips on it.
Pass to Randall. Now, Alexander Walker. Shoots the 3. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 5 points in the quarter.
Right there, Daniels is saying, you got to come get me if you want to stop me.
Holiday gets the bucket. And Minnesota has possession. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Alexander Walker with the ball. And it's Horford picking him up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The length that McDaniels brings gives him an advantage against the smaller defender, sometimes drawing a foul like he did there.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Garza's checked in, and it's Edwards in for Clark. The free throw drops for McDaniels.
Known as a versatile and tremendous defender, McDaniels also continues to make real good progress as a scorer.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And so Horford will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Tries the spin move. Holiday finds Horford. Here's Pritchard. Horford the pass to Holiday. 4 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Garza pulls it in. Minnesota's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
That one drops for him. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Inside, Porzingis has a lot of advantages. He's stronger than he looks, and we know how tall he is, north of 7 feet, and he's got a super soft touch. Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Drew Holiday said, we can play small and big. We have great...
He swipes the ball away again.
And whether on ball or in help, he's a constant threat to take the ball.
And, of course, to reach second in steals all time. What a disruptor defensively he has been and continues to be.
Yeah, Jason Kidd's looking over his shoulder, knowing his spot on this list is in serious jeopardy.
Now here's Tatum. He's tightly guarded, off target at the rim. And here's Edwards. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen. He was averaging over 29 points a game. Garza no good. Celtics leading by 3. Outside, Horford. Tatum setting the pick for Horford. Down low, shoots from 8. Rebound, Minnesota. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation, Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
And the first one drops. Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Randall comes in for McDaniels. And then for Boston, Hauser's checked in, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Jason Tatum. And so, Alexander Walker nails both of them. Boston with the ball. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Open shot, Edwards. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down hard.
We've come to expect plays like that from Brown. He won't waste any opportunity to throw it down.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside, Edwards. Randall down low. Back to Edwards. Three-pointer. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists in the game. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by Paul. Porzingis kicks to White. Gobert with the block.
No surprise Gobert sent that shot back.
Here's Randall. Rebound, Boston. Porzingis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team. McDaniels, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Derek White. Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Holiday against Edwards. Porzingis with a screen on Paul. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got a pair of triples in the second now for Boston.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Paul passes to Randall. The 3 It's hauled in by Brown.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Pritchard. McDaniels against Brown. Pass to Cornette. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Brown. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Ball outside. Edwards from deep three-point territory. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
The bench has stepped up to where I could see a couple of those guys closing out this game.
Yeah, we'll see how the second half goes, but they may have earned that right, given the way they came in and changed things.
All right, and now time to give some recognition. Players of the month. In the East, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
No surprise to see Giannis take home the award. It's almost a surprise when he doesn't win it. Very impressive. Lately, he's been at his very best, which for him is as good as it possibly gets.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Celtics leading by 3. Let's find out what the news is on Derek White. David, what's the update?
Hey guys, the Celtics head athletic trainer gave me an update. He did tell me that he believed it wasn't a severe injury, so that is good news. But he's already back in the game. Pretty tough guy, Kevin.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Paul in at the 1 spot. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
I tell you what, Edwards has a really nice, smooth release, and that shot looked in the moment it left his hand.
Porzingis finds White. And here is Tatum. Brown sets a screen for Tatum. A 3 from Tatum.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 7, and that one is good.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Brown dishes to Tatum. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Paul passes to Edwards. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 5 assists tonight.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight things.
Brown kicks to Tatum. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one. Doing it all.
Paul passes to Randall. Now here's Edwards. And a miss there on the triple.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's see the stat sheet here for Jason Tatum.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
The first free throw is good. And so Tatum nails them both. The Timberwolves trail. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Edwards, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
And you see, don't you, Clark, the steady progression year over year for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he's already an all-star since his 3rd season. With Edwards, the chance is there, if he continues to show the same improvement he's shown thus far, that he's going to be MVP caliber, and I dare say, perhaps the face of the league for several years to come.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. The shot by Holiday, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Top of the key, Porzingis. The kick out to Brown. Tatum deciding where to go with it. From deep. And rebounded by McDaniels. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Over in the corner, Randall. Edwards against White. Edwards getting the close range, too.
Tell you what, guys, the aggressiveness on defense just hasn't been there this half. Not like it was in the first.
Tatum. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for 1 more coming up.
Got to give credit to Tatum. I mean, adding strength over time, learning how to score through contact on the drive, all positive signs.
The Celtics have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
And that one falls for Tatum. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Timberwolves. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. to talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
You look at Tatum. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more. And as we get closer to the three-point contest, once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
And the first one at the line is good.
Now in the latter stages of his career, Paul's desire to compete for titles has never been higher.
And so Paul nails both of them. Boston trailing. Holiday goes in. Randall against Tatum on the wing. Brown. Tatum with a screen on McDaniel. And it's Brown missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in the game. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Up top, Randall, guarded by Tatum. Edwards, no good. Boston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Porzingis with a screen on Randall. And here's Tatum for 3. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. Gobert dishes to McDaniels. Misses from close range.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Tatum kicks to White. For the lead. Gets the three-pointer to fall. White's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Ball finds Edwards. Shoots over White. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Edwards got 15 points in just the second half. Looking to get it going. And rejection by McDaniel.
McDaniels is perhaps the best wing defender in the league, guys, showing us why right there.
Got a piece of it. Now Paul. He has 6. And here's Edwards from the arc.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Tatum against Edwards. Tatum passes to White. Outside Holiday. Takes a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Edwards got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's McDaniels. Buries it from three-point range. McDaniels got 5 points now this quarter.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there'll be more in store.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game. Minnesota making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Celtics also with a sub. Pritchard, he's checked in for White. Here's Tatum. Through contact, Tatum.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Here's Paul. The teardrop falls in. Paul's got his third basket of the night right there.
The teardrop. Man, he does it so nicely. It's 6 feet tall. That might be stretching it a touch. It's a shot that Paul has had to master, and he certainly has.
Porzingis with a screen on Edwards. Holiday with the three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Minnesota. Joe Ingles comes in for Gobert. And it's Conley in for Paul. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got his fifth rebound in this one. Pritchard passes to Cornette. Brown feeling out a bit. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
The tough shots aren't going down for him right now, but neither are the easy ones. I mean, he's got to find the rhythm somehow.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside Edwards. 13 feet away. The shot will not fall. Celtics trail by 4. Right side Horford. The kick out to Brown. Here's Hauser. Still yet to score. Outside Horford. It's stolen by Edwards. Fast break. Here we go.
Edwards has such good feel. Knows when to get his own or move the ball.
Boston shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Timberwolves leading by 6. Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Minnesota making a switch here. McDaniels checked in.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Launches it. And the basket by Hauser. Hauser's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Brown against Edwards. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Here's Pritchard for the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He's up to 26 points in the game now. Just keeps pouring in the buckets. Back right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. On the floor for Boston. Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Hauser in at the shooting guard position.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Here's Pritchard. Horford kicks to Cornette.
With quick feet and excellent lift and competitive spirit, McDaniels a lockdown defender.
Yep, that one goes.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll head out on the road to face the Pistons in Detroit. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for their matchup with Orlando, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Tatum against Clark. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Pass to Pritchard. Launches a three. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
He is almost money when it comes to finishing in close. Nice bucket there to increase the lead.
Tatum. Clark with it. Over in the corner, Paul. Pass to McDaniels. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Celtics trail by 7. Right side Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Horford, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Al Horford plays such a smart offensive game, and you see evidence of that as he's able to outsmart the defender and get him to bite on that pump fake.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Garza's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for Luke Cornette.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
McDaniels passes to Alexander Walker. Back to McDaniel. Over Tatum. A shot by McDaniels. No good. Celtics trail by 5. Outside Tatum. Into the lane. Tatum. It's good. Tatum's got 47 points.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Here's Paul. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
I don't know how that one doesn't go in. Nice cushion between him and the defender.
And rejection by McDaniel.
The length of McDaniel, a big factor at both ends.
Beyond the arc. Second chance shot. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Minnesota.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Paul passes to Clark. And the layup is good.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Horford the pass to Hauser. Horford with the screen on Clark. Here's Hauser. Good on the three-point shot.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Here's Paul. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Paul with the screen for Clark. It's good from long range. And now a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
Boy, excellent work that time by Paul. Set a nice screen that time.
And good. There's another. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy. And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Randall against Tatum. Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Pritchard. Brown outside. Looking to end his cold spell. Gobert with the block.
And there's a reason Gobert has led the league in block shots.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Daniels is checked in for Clark. And it's Paul in for Mike Conley. Celtics also with a sub. White's checked in. Shot clock at 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Timberwolves leading by 6. Here's Paul. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Paul's got 12 points in just the second half. Here's Holiday. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
There you see how tough Holiday is. He simply pressed and forced the issue there and got the defense to overcommit.
Second free throw, no good. And it's Paul with the ball for the Timberwolves. At the elbow, it's Gobert. And stolen by Tatum. Down low. Edwards there. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to 5 on the bucket from Brown. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And then Randall scoops it in.
You gotta have guts and hops to pull off a dunk like that. Randall got a lot of both.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Basket good.
He is just self-willing, his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Mr. Gobert. Randall surveying the D. Here's Edwards. Rebounded by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Tatum. And another one.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Paul passes to Edwards. Paul with the screen for Edwards. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 6 rebounds in the game. And their offense is really clicking right now.
They're playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. injured. He's checked in for White. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Porzingis with a screen on Randall. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. The kick out to Brown. Tatum a screen to take the lead. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Minnesota in the lead. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Angle down low. Lays it up off the glass.
Calm when it counts. Randall has that clutch DNA.
Pass to Pritchard. And taken away by Paul. With the crossover, and he connects with the jumper. And now a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
A big bucket at a critical time. Chris Paul not going to leave it up to anybody else. He wanted that shot.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
You know, over his first couple of seasons, Tatum has really increased his trips to the line, playing more aggressively.
And so Tatum nails them both.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip. Drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Pass to Brown. Back to Tatum. Driving inside. Yet another bucket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Edwards making a statement.
Seems like Edwards never stops competing and believing right until the final buzzer.
Here's Tatum. That one, no good. Randall with some nice D. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Tatum. And now we've got the intentional foul. Here is Edwards. Shot from 12.
You know, it's good seeing Porzingis work really hard on the defensive end. Does a nice job staying in.
Hits it again. Wow.
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Left side, Edwards. Coming.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Tatum. Screen by Porzingis. Busted. No good that time either. And they go to the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe.
And another one falls.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long... Much appreciated, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge.